Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren and today I'm going to be reviewing Olive & June's press-on manicures. So it's called Press-On Nails, the Instant Mani. So these are glue-on nails. I don't know why they're calling them press-ons because when I think of press-ons, I think of like Dashing Diva, you know, like the kind with the sticky tab. These actually do have glue. I was really intrigued by them because I love glue-on nails. I've been using static nails for 1.5 years. Before that, I was using Dashing Diva press-on nails, and I really like the price point of these because they're only $10 and static nails just increased their pricing. So if these are a good alternative, I would be very excited because that's like a $6 difference. I bought 3 different kits and I ordered them online, so I didn't really know what to expect when they arrived. I'm gonna save these for Valentine's Day because they're just so cute. But today I'm gonna be applying these little neutral white stars. So I love this because if you do see them in store, you can put your finger in this little hole right here and see what it would look like with your skin tone. So what I really like about these nails is each set comes with 42 nails. That's 21 per hand. They have so many different varieties of size, which is really good for me because I do have wider nail beds, especially my thumbs. And there are some brands out there that even the largest size just doesn't fit my thumb. Static nails do fit me. Kiss, the press-on Impress ones, do not fit my nails. It's the weirdest thing, but Dashing Diva does. So it's like, I don't understand. I feel like my hands aren't that wide, like my nail beds aren't that wide, but it has been a problem for me. And they have some really, really wide ones. So I do appreciate that. And then they also just have such a good variety of designs. They say that these nails will last for up to 7 days. They come with 4 different sizes. There's extra short, short, medium, and long. These are short. Okay, so both of these are short. And then I did order the long ones and I opened this packaging and they exploded everywhere. So the packaging, just be a little bit careful with that. But these are really cute too. They are a little bit long for me, so I don't know if I will ever wear these. Let me try to get them out to show you. But I do love the style. Okay, so this is long and I have shorter nail beds, so long on me. Look at how long that tip is. So that just isn't very conducive to my everyday life. I find that when I wear really long nails, I don't like to do anything, and so it's not a good mix. They also have an extra short option, which I also appreciate because sometimes you just don't want any length, but I mean, my nails aren't pretty. I've been wearing glue-ons forever. They're super weak and flimsy. They peel. I mean, I have to have something on my nails, especially just with my job because I'm always taking product photos, and if you need a quick manicure, glue-ons are, I mean, there's like nothing quicker. These are so easy to do and they really do look good and natural. Okay, so a little bit about Olive & June. All of their products are considered non-toxic. They're vegan, cruelty-free, and these are made out of 94% recycled material, which I don't know how that works with plastic nails, but that's cool, I appreciate that. They also say that their nail glue is non-damaging, and they say that the way that you can remove these is running your hands under warm soapy water, taking a hot bath. Day-to-day use, just so you know, it's not like they're gonna fall off when you're washing your hair, or they shouldn't if you applied them properly, or if you're washing dishes or anything like that. It's more like if you were soaking your hands in the bathtub or just in a bowl with hot water, that will weaken the adhesive. And then also if you really just want to get the nails off, you just use acetone. And I actually like static nails because it's also non-toxic. It doesn't smell like acetone. So I'll usually just drop that on my cuticle and it kind of seeps into the nail and makes it really easy to pry off. They're not scary to remove. When I first tried glue-on nails, I was terrified. Don't be terrified. They're seriously like, most of the time I just peel them off and it's like it was ready to come off. You can kind of tell when they're ready because I start lifting around the cuticle, but yeah. So 7 days for me is pretty good. I'd be impressed if these lasted 7 days because I feel like when a brand says that we last up to this many days, it usually means like half that is what you're gonna get. I would consider myself like a glue-on expert because I wear them every week. I have for years. So we'll see. This is like a good true test of these nails. Another thing all of the glue-on nail brands out there say is yes, you can reuse their nails. I've never been able to reuse a glue-on nail because usually the ends get worn down or they just don't look as fresh. I mean, I guess you could, but I just don't, but they claim that you can, especially if you remove them with warm soapy water. So that's good to know. I also feel like because there's so many nails in the kit, you could probably get 2 full sets out of this kit because, I mean, there's so many sizes. Unlike static, where really I can only get 1. If I was to do 2, it would not, the second set that I'm wearing out of the kit would not look as good because none of them would fit properly. So I really do like that these have so many nails, and the price point, I mean, you can't beat it. 2 manicures for 10 bucks. I mean, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. We don't necessarily know we can get 2 out of it, but when I'm measuring them to fit them to my hands, I'll try and see if I can get 2, and I'll let you guys know later in this video. So the sets come with 42 nails. They also come with a buffer. This is like a nail file and buffer. And what this is used for is to kind of scratch up the surface. It just helps the glue and the nails stick better. But then also if you want to file down the edge or smooth anything out, you could use it for that too. And then it also comes with a prep pad, which I like these. They're usually made out of alcohol. Yeah, isopropyl alcohol and purified water. So this just makes sure that there's no residue on your nails when you go to put on the glue and the new nails. So this will just make sure your nails are super clean and the glue and the nails are gonna stick much better. And then it also comes with this little wood cuticle pusher stick. So I actually really like that because static nails don't come with that. So static doesn't come with the prep pad or the cuticle stick. It just comes with the glue and the buffer. And I love a wood push stick, but they are really just like a 1 or 2 time use. So you have to find new ones all the time. So if you were to buy this set, it comes with it, which I appreciate. I feel like Olive and June, I'm very impressed with how much you get for $10. So what I'm gonna do now is zoom in on my hands and just show you what it's like to apply them. So if you guys have never applied glue on nails before, or you wanna see my strategy and how I do it, then you'll be able to watch. One thing that was interesting was on the instructions for these, it says not to wash your hands an hour before you apply the nails. And that is very different than what I usually do because I like to push my cuticles back and I don't think I have it out. Oh, I do. Okay. The London Town, this is called Fresh Glow Cuticle Remover. If you struggle with cuticles where they either look dry or they're just like always grown out, this will change your life. It really makes removing your cuticles so easy. So you just apply it to the base and then push it back and it makes your nails look like you just had a manicure. It's amazing. All right, so I'm going to apply the nails and then I'm just gonna wear them around and see how long they last. And then at the end of the video, I will share my final review. I'll tell you how they wore, how long they lasted, if the color chipped, everything you need to know. So there are 2 full sets in the 42 nails that would fit on my hands. So I am really excited because this is, I mean, 2 sets for 10 bucks. Can't beat it. So I am going to speed this part of the video up just because it can get kind of long. But first I'm applying that London Town cuticle gel. This stuff will seriously change your life if you have cuticles, if they're dry or if they just grow out really quickly. So you apply it to just the cuticle area and then sometimes I'll rub it all over my whole nail if I have a lot of residue. And then I grab the cuticle pusher and I just push my cuticles back. I never trim them because that can cause hangnails and a lot of irritation or even infection. So just push them back, and then if you find that you do have some remaining cuticle, really with glue-ons it doesn't matter because you will probably cover it, but if you want to do this whole process twice, you definitely can. Now you grab the buffer tool and you just run it gently across all of the surface of your nails, and this is going to help smooth out if you have any remaining glue from your last glue-on set or if you just have any bumps or anything, and then it also scratches up the surface so it makes the glue adhere better to your nail. Now you grab the alcohol wipe and wipe it over all of the surface of every nail. This is going to help ensure that the nail is super clean, there's no residue, and also I feel like it kind of dries out the nail, so if you have oily nail beds, this will definitely help the nails stick better. Next, you apply the glue to the fake nail first and then to your nail. I definitely recommend doing it in this order because if you move your hand, sometimes you touch yourself and you get glue everywhere. This kind of just keeps the process cleaner, at least it does for me. And then I like to wait for about 15 seconds before I put the nail on my nail. That helps the glue get tacky, so when you do start to apply it and hold it in place, it speeds up the hold time, and then you still want to hold it for like 15 to 30 seconds. That will just make sure that you get the longest wear out of each nail. I always start on my pinkies and end on my thumbs. Just trust me on this one. It makes it so much easier because you use your thumbs for every single nail. So if you do them last, you just kind of save a lot of headache. But yeah, that's the whole process. So I'm going to fast forward this part because I think you get the point, and I'll show you what the finished result looks like. I absolutely loved having this wipe while I was doing these nails. It made it so easy. So if you have some glue spill out of the edges, you just take that wipe and wipe it. It's not acetone, so it doesn't ruin the glossiness of the nail, and it really just makes the nail process so much cleaner and easier. I am obsessed with these nails. They are so cool. So you will see some little tiny air bubbles under the thumbs, and that happens with every single nail brand for me. I think it's just the shape of my nails. So every nail has that little tab on the edge. That is normal. That's from the manufacturing process. And you just have to grab the file and quickly file it off. All right, so my final thoughts on the Olive and June nails. You can definitely get 2 sets out of the kit. So that's basically $5 a set. And the nails are thicker than static, which is actually a good thing because they are so strong. I also really love the shape. They're more of a tapered round, so they kind of go almost like a very, very subtle almond at the tip, which I prefer that shape instead of just the super round. And sometimes with static, I find that I have to reshape the tip of the nail. With these, I didn't feel like I had to do that. I did have to file that tab off of the tip of every nail, and that didn't really bother me. That's easy to do. The short shape was actually pretty long for my nails, and these aren't them anymore. I took them off, which I'll be reviewing soon. But the length of the short is still pretty long for me. So you can always file them down, which is great. You can never add more. So I always say you can go a little bit longer and just shape to whatever you like if you don't mind shaping your nails. And I personally thought that the length was okay. I mean, these are static nails. These are the round shape, which they also consider short, and they are probably equally as long. So, I mean, really, this length is fine. I just wouldn't consider it short. One thing I will say is the shape of the nail was very rounded, where like the edges went in pretty intense on both sides. I was reading reviews and I saw that other people, that was like their biggest complaint with the nails is that they're so rounded that it hurt them. I woke up the next day and my pinky, my pointer, and kind of my thumb were a little bit tender, but it did wear off. But just note that if you have very flat nail beds, that might be painful for you. I personally, I don't mind. I mean, I think it matters because the nails are thicker than static. So if you have very flat nails and you're like, no, I'm out. I know what that pain feels like and I don't want to do it. I would say static or kiss nails would probably be a better bet for you. The application was really easy. The glue does need time to set so it gets tacky before you try to put it on, but it's really not bad. And I always struggle with that with any nail set. The thumb and the pointer are always my hardest fingers to do, and that's because they get those air bubbles underneath them. And these had air bubbles, but you couldn't tell through the design. So I think if you were gonna do like a more sheer style that didn't have a design on top, you might be able to see those air bubbles. But I mean, even with static nails, I get them every single time. And then the nails said that they would last for up to a week, and they lasted 6 days on me, and they felt very durable the whole time. I could peel oranges, I could do literally everything, clean my house. And I noticed that my right thumb started lifting at the cuticle, and then my middle finger was lifting next, and I felt like that one I could actually just take it off. So that one I did end up taking off, and then this pointer finger, and then my pinky started lifting. So I would say day 6, it was like, okay, it's time to take these off. The thing with taking them off that I was very impressed with is you could easily put them back on. I felt like the design still looked really good, where if a nail came off early, you could just glue it right back on. I always save the glue because if a nail ever pops off, just keep it in your purse. Little pro tip. You can easily glue a single nail back on until the other ones are ready to come off, and then you still have some longevity out of the whole set. And sometimes with glue on nails, the design doesn't look as good. I would say after a week is when static nails start to look worn out. So that's why I say I don't reuse the sets, is because the nails don't look as good. These still looked pretty good. They did have some wear on the tips, but I mean, even static nails has that like right here, and static nails is double the price now. So I mentioned that they felt stronger and harder than a lot of the other glue-on nail brands out there, and I thought they might look a little bit too thick. They definitely look thicker, but it didn't look bad. It looked really seamless at the cuticle, even after a week. So I'm really very impressed. Like if you get dip nails, you know how there's always that ridge when they do them. These didn't have that, even after a week of wear. So I think the nails are beautiful on. I think they lasted really well. The way that I got all of the nails off was with the static nail remover. So it's just a dropper and you put it right on the cuticle and you just let it soak in for a few minutes and it just loosens the adhesive so you can easily pry the nails off. I didn't use acetone and I didn't use like the soaking in hot water method. And I mean, I always just peel my nails off, which is why my nails also don't look that great, but they're easy to remove. I didn't have crazy damage, and the nails that were ready to come off, my nails underneath looked amazing. Like, I mean, I'm impressed. I highly recommend these nails. I am very impressed. I think that I will be converted from static just because I checked the static nail price increase after I filmed my first portion of this video, and they went up to $18 to $20, which is just crazy to me. With these, they're $10. They come with the white pad and the cuticle pusher, and you can get 2 full sets out of it. So I think you definitely get way more bang for your buck. I will link the set that I have below, and then I also have a 20% off discount coupon. So if you are interested in trying them, you also get 20% off. So I mean, you really can't beat it. 20% off a $10 nail, you get 2 sets out of. It's so worth it in my opinion. So if you've tried these nails or any other brands that you loved, let me know in the comments, and then subscribe to my channel for the latest and what's new in beauty and skincare. Thank you for watching.